Good afternoon, everyone. It's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is on the west coast of Canada, just sort of part of Vancouver. I'm just going to make sure that I'm broadcasting to I'm on YouTube, so if you're over there, you should be able to see me. And I'm up on Facebook already, and the sound is working, so we're all good. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm just going to wait for a few of you to pop on, and while you're doing that, I'm going to talk about we're using the Season of Green and Gold Sweet Collection today. I've been doing a lot of cards with it, and the reason is that I've got a class coming up on September the 7th, and registration is open and in full swing. So you'll want to check out those products on my online exclusives, which are in my store, shopcrazywithallison.com. And so Season of Green and Gold. And if you type that into the search bar, you'll see it. Hi, Ellie. Good afternoon. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to start by just doing that. And then we'll go over here. And then I'm just moving it over to my other screen so I can see your comments as we go along. So let me fix my lighting here. I moved my lighting for a video I was doing, and I just have to move it back. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be using, this suite is huge. It's got tons of products. So we've got 2 bundles, Greetings of the Season and Golden Greenery, and both of these come with dies. So this one is more like labels. They go with all the words. And then the Golden Greenery actually has some dies here that, cut out different shapes, but they also have ones that cut out like a framelit, so you can stamp your greenery or your bells, and then there's framelits that cut those out. Okay, so we're going to be using some of those today. So let me put all this back. So that's the 2 bundles. And in addition to these 2, there's actually, the Greeting of the Season is a bundle, but you can also pick up an added, hi Mo, hi Jacqueline, hi Keisha. You can also pick up this stamp set, Everyday Greetings, which is kind of the sister of this one, right? Because it's the same kind of script and the same kind of shapes that will fit into these labels. So this is the bundle, but you can get this stamp set separately, also in online exclusives, but it covers every single, look at this, anniversary, birthday, congratulations, all sorts of occasions, thank you. Of course, you can always use thank you, right? So just check that out too. So I was telling you that I've got a class coming, and the class includes these bundles. You buy those separately from the class. The class comes with a goodie bag. Let me show you what's in that. You're going to get half a pack of the gorgeous Season of Green and Gold Designer Series paper. So you're going to get 6 12 by 12s. I've just cut these so that I can mail them. And there's the other side. Lots of beautiful gold embossed highlights there. You're also going to get 3 12 by 12 sheets of the vellum. And the name of this vellum, I've lost my cheat sheet. I think it's Graceful Greenery comes to mind. It's beautiful vellum. Look at this. We're going to use that today, actually. So you're going to get that. The class comes with half a roll of the Very Vanilla satin ribbon, so 5 yards. And you're going to get a full package of the berries, cherry cobbler and pearl berries. Okay, so that's the goodie bag. We're going to make 6 cards at class. And we're going to send you the kit in the mail. Okay, so if you don't live in Canada, you want to come, you can. You just pay for the PDF, and you can cut your own and come and join us. All right, so today's card, you guys, I ran out of time, and I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up as I go. I don't even know if I'm going to use vanilla or white. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm kind of what's the word, casing a card. I guess that's what I'm trying to do, but I'm guessing at the products. So we'll just go along and we'll see how it turns out. So I'm starting with Old Olive here. Okay, this is just a regular size. We've cut this to 5.5 by 8.5. We've scored it at 4.25, right? So we'll just do that. That's our base. And then I've got a piece of that beautiful designer series paper. I just grabbed one of the patterns, which I really liked. I have cut this actually to completely cover the front of the card. So this is 5.5 by 4.25. Okay. So I guess it really doesn't matter that much what color my base card is, really. I had a white one, I guess. Okay, so that's what we're going to start with. So far, so good. Now, I want to cut some images out of the DSP and cardstock. So this case, like I said, I've cased this card from one that Stampin' Up! Posted online. So this is Granny Apple. I'm going to use one of those really fabulous labels. I'll do that. And I've got a piece of vellum. That's the vellum that's in that pack. And I'm going to cut out a few of these. I like these big images, so we'll cut out a few of those. I'm just taping these down so they don't move and I don't waste paper. Okay. And then I've got a piece of old olive, another piece of old olive. And I'm going to use one of those other labels from that set, the Greetings of the Season dies. Okay. Then I'm going to grab, oh, here we are, some of these vellum images. I like this one here. And I'm just trying to decide if no, I can't really use that one. Sometimes you can use the ones that even if they go off the side of the page, you can use them, but not for this project. So I'm just going to cut out a few of these. You could also stamp these and cut them out. Or you could cut them out of the designer series paper. You don't have to use the vellum if you don't want. So I got a little bit of cutting to do here, but that's okay. All right, let me just trim this down. Go, and then, okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be cutting for a bit, so don't mind hanging in with me today. I think the card's pretty simple. It's just you gotta run this through a few times. So I'm just cutting these down so they'll fit through my mini. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay. Hi, Kathy. How are you? No, you're not on replay. You're on live. You're on live. So nice to see you. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, you guys, is normally I would run this through my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And I think what I'm going to do is grab my plates for my large one, my regular size one. Which, if you could see me, what I'm doing right now, you'd laugh. Because what happened was I turned on my fan because my room was too hot. And then everything went flying, including these plates. So, I don't know. All right, so what do we need? We need, for our sandwich, we need number 1, then we need number 2, then we need number 3. Okay, we're going to plop these on because I think we can fit pretty much all of them on. Let's trim this one down a titch. And that one. And this one. So we can get actually all of those on at the same time. Saves us from running that through 4 times. Okay, we don't need this plate, but I'm going to move it so it doesn't go flying off. And then we need one more clear plate on top. Okay, so that's a sandwich. let's go over to my machine, which is right beside me. It's too big to put on the table for you to see while I'm filming. I'm filming kind of close up. Should work. Does that get thrown out? Oh no, that worked. Yay, okay. So we got that one. See how that cut out? Isn't that cool? Okay, now we've got this little guy. And then we've got, this one is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Out of this vellum, it's so pretty. Love this. Look at that. Because the vellum actually has a printed pattern on it. It's not just plain. Okay. We got our label for our word. Okay. I'm going to cut out one more of these vellums. And make sure a piece of white here on my vellum. Put that on. There we go. And then you're going to have to put up with me because we are going to have to cut out a few of these ferns, evergreens. How we doing, you guys? No one's saying anything. I'm talking away and nobody's saying anything. Hope you're doing okay today. It's a nice day. Got my days mixed up. I think it's because it's the holiday, right? We had that holiday weekend, and I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. Oh. Isn't that pretty, this big fern? Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not really a fern. I don't know what it is. Somebody will know. Who knows? Keisha, you must know. What kind of plant is this? I don't know. Okay. I am going to switch to my mini now because I still have to cut out a bunch, but I can only cut out one at a time. And so I might as well do it where you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Put those over. We got a few more. I love these. So you don't forget that these dies. Oops, I hope I could see what I'm doing. Let's put, maybe if I put a sheet underneath, you can see. Oh, that's better. You can cut out from the vellum. You can cut out from the designer series paper. Or you can stamp the images and cut out the stamped images. So anything goes with these dies. Okay. Don't you love it when you can cut out the images from the designer series paper or the vellum or the pattern paper? I love that. I was thinking of that the other day. We chatted about this, right? Where the first time I ever saw that was when I presented in Toronto, which would have been a very long time ago. I don't remember, Mo. Do you remember, Ellie, when we went to Toronto? You know, we went to the CNE and I presented there. Gosh, it's got to be 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. Anyway, I remember we were doing it and there was a woman presenting a suite of products. It was the ones that had the fox and it looked like a storybook one. Somebody will remember. And that's the first time that we saw Stampin' Up! Had printed the patterned paper that went with the suite so that the dies could cut out the stamped images or some of the images from the DSP. And we were like, what? You guys remember that? Who remembers that? We were like, whoa. And I don't think any other company does that. I think that's unique to us. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's who started it. So I'm just lining these up, you guys. I don't like the way this is. Don't like the way this is lining up. Am I dating myself? Does anyone remember? Somebody posted the other day. I was on a group. Somebody posted a stamp set. Mo, my sister Mo will know. And it was the very first, do you remember, Mo, like when we first started 24 years ago or whatever, that we were able, Stampin' Up! Gave us $100 to spend. Do you remember that? And we could choose what we wanted from the catalog. And I chose this one that had like these long stem, oh, it was a calla lily and some other stuff. Anyway, somebody else posted, does anyone know the name of this? I thought, oh, that looks familiar. Okay, I've cut everything we need to cut. Thank goodness. You don't know your plants. No, I don't either. They kind of remind me of gecko leaves or something, but they're not really. So, I don't know. They're very pretty though. Okay, so let's stamp a sentiment. I'm going to use embossing powder. Whoops, I'm going to turn this the other way, I think. Okay, because these labels come with a little hole in them, right? So you could put ribbon through it, or you could hide it with an embellishment of some kind. So let's see. So I've got Season's Greetings. And I'm going to just stamp it here. Sort of not in the middle, but a little off to the side. And of course, I've got my fan on, which I never think of when I'm going to use embossing powder. Eek. So hopefully I can escape having it go everywhere. So we've used our embossing buddy, right? Because we want to get rid of all that stray oil that's in our fingertips. We don't want the embossing powder sticking to that, right? Okay, and then we'll just heat set this. All right. Yeah, that's cool. I presented a few times, Keisha, over the 23 years. My sister's presented too, my sister Mo. The most harrowing one for me was the one in Orlando, but it was the year before COVID, the November before. No, it wasn't the November before COVID. It was maybe the year before that. And it wasn't a stamping presentation. It was about social media I had to present, and there were 5,000 people. I was petrified, except the good news was when there's that many people, I got to sit on a chair with other people, like a little panel, and you cannot see beyond, like there's the lights are on you and you can't see anyone past the first row. So it's not as intimidating. It's not like you can see 5,000 people. Anyway, we're going to do this. Okay. I'm not making this up as I go, but I am copying something. I just want to see if I want vanilla or white. So this is vanilla. I wanted to add something that the original card didn't have, and it was the ribbon. And then I thought, well, if I'm using the vanilla ribbon, I should be using vanilla on the background, right? But I don't know. What do you think? Does it matter? Do you think it matters if you've got vanilla ribbon? Let me show you what I'm trying to say. That's vanilla on vanilla. Hi, Sarah. Or do you think it doesn't matter and we could still use vanilla on white? What are we thinking? I'm thinking we could still use it on white, right? Because I do have the white vellum here, which I think looks better on the white. You know what? We're just going to go with white. I'm going for it. So this is what we're creating with, okay? So let's add some of these. Oh, these are so beautiful, these. And they can go off the edge because they're going to be mounted on the front of this, right? So we can go over. Now here's my cheat. You guys have seen me do this before, right? There was, for just teen readings, no way. You know what? It was fine, Keisha. It was actually better because nobody could see my hands or anything. And I had all the questions ahead of time. And I was doing it with two of my friends. Well, one of my friend, Connie Stewart, and I were doing it together. And then also Erica Serwin. So I had friendly people with me, so it wasn't as scary. Once you get started talking, it wasn't so bad. And like I said, it was questions, so you didn't have to memorize anything really. You had kind of had cheat notes. What do we think of that? I think that looks pretty. I think I'm going to pop this up. So my cheat was I took some Scotch tape. Did you see that? and I stuck that down. And then because it's vellum, I'm going to use some of these paper pumpkin, or one of our, these are also in our kits. These are fantastic glue dots. I love these. Oop. Sorry, remove that. I think this card takes a while just from all the cutting, right? So I'm just going to pull that up. Come on. And then right here. So I'm not going all of this down. I'm just, ooh, gosh, I'm having a tough time with that today. I'm just kind of doing a little bit. Have you guys seen the new kits collection? As soon as I saw the Halloween house, I sent a picture of it to my daughter in Toronto, and I said, oh my gosh, do you want this house? And she's like, yes, yes, yes. So she's coming in a couple weeks. So she'll just take it home flat, and she'll assemble it at home. But oh, she loves Halloween. She's got the Halloween town, and oh dear. My nephew's a Halloween freak too. He likes Halloween. He's got one of those big, you know, one of those big life-size creatures. So when you come in his house, it goes, oh, you know, one of those. I'm sure Carly would put one on her deck if she thought she could get away with it. Okay, there we go. How's that? Looks good. So for this piece here, I'm going to just, I'm actually going to glue this down. I was going to pop it up. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I have no idea. Plus, where are we going to put this? Am I going to do that first? Just a second here. Am I going to do that? See, we're making this together. We're making it as we go. I'm kind of changing it up. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, so this guy is going to get glued down. Remember, these are all from that Greetings of the Season die set, which got all the labels, right? Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Then I'm going to take a piece of this fantastic ribbon. Okay, I'm going to just do a crisscross. And okay. You guys been watching the Olympics? Oh, I see Andre DeGrasse. He missed the cut today for defending his 200-meter gold medal. Poor kid. Such a nice kid. But we got a bronze medal in women's pole vaulting. Who knew? Plus, she's adorable. She's very excited. I was watching, I think it was, what's today? Wednesday. Monday night. Did you guys see the kayaking? It's crazy. Like, it's nutso. The commentators are hilarious. If you watch F1 racing, which my husband does, and then I watch it with him sometimes, there's a guy that calls the race, and when the race starts, he's so excited he can barely, like, he doesn't even take a breath. And he's like, talks like that. That's what the guy who was the just gonna put a little bit of glue on here, I think. The guy who was calling the kayak. Oh my gosh. Thought he was going to come out of his skin. It's hilarious. Anyway, what's your favorite sport? All the gymnastics and the swimming are over. I love that. Those are both great sports to watch, aren't they? How about that? How about we add some of these? Let's put. I forgot to add some of these. So let's do some of that. All I'm doing, you guys, is I am taking a very lazy way out here. I am literally just gluing these down. Then I'll go back. In fact, on this one, I can just add a little titch of glue because I can hide it behind the greenery there. Okay, so we're sort of building this little fun. I probably could have put that underneath the green pit, but too late now. So we'll just go over top, like so. I have no idea what I'm doing here. No idea. Making it up as I go. Got a few left here. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to add that, and I want something to hide that, so I think I'm not going to do that. It's hard to build a winter scene. Okay, we'll just do that. There's a quiet. Oh, was it cool in November? No, not. Yes! Wasn't he awesome? Oh, now his name's going to escape me. He is adorable, too. We got the gold medal. And the women, we also got the gold medal in the women's hammer throw. That was yesterday, I think. Not sure. She was also adorable. They're so excited, you know. I love it when they work so hard. And then it's sad because, you know, there's just as many athletes that work just as hard. And for whatever reason, it's not their day, or, you know, like Andre had an injury. I think he missed out on the finals by 0.1 of a second. So, you know, what are you going to do? Just all that training. Oh, my gosh. It all comes down to seconds or less than. Thousandths of a second, like the 100 meter the other day. That was nuts. You see that? Anyways, I do like the Olympics. I prefer the Winter Olympics. I like more of the sports. And so this has been really good. It's been fun. Okay, so that's what we've got. That looks pretty ugly, but we're going to make it pretty. I'm going to start gluing. I'm going to glue this down, actually. It doesn't keep wobbling everywhere. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We're just going to go with it and hope for the best. Also got my ribbon. I haven't forgotten about my ribbon. My ribbon. This is just regular Scotch tape, you guys. I'm just going to cut a skinny strip. I just want it to be going down on either side. There we go. Because I don't care about that. It's going to get covered up. Okay, let's pop this baby up in the middle. So I need some dimensionals. If you go to the online exclusives in my store and you search for the Season of Green and Gold, it'll come up, or the Greetings of the Season and the Golden Greenery bundle actually is a better search. You'll see some samples. And that's what I did because I needed something quick. But I didn't have a chance to make it ahead of time, so I'm kind of just making it as I go. All right, we want to cover that hole, remember? So we're just going to do that. I'm going to just put some glue on there. Just going to let that hold down like that. Just let that rest. Okay, that looks pretty, actually. I'll hold it up in a sec. I do have another greenery cutout, but I think, you know what? Sometimes less is more. And in this case, I think we got enough stuff on here. Yeah, we got enough stuff. Okay. Because I do want to add, hi, the equestrian. Oh my gosh, you guys. Of course, I love the equestrian too. Good point, Diane. You guys, come on. Have you guys been watching Snoop Dogg? Oh my gosh, he's absolutely hilarious. And he was on the other day. He's afraid of horses. He loves them, but he's afraid of them. So I invited his bestie, Martha Stewart, to do the dressage with him at Versailles. Oh my gosh. His outfit. It was just, oh, he's really precious. He really is. But we don't get him on the Canadian channel, so you have to kind of search for it online. But I must say, I thought it's adorable. And he loves Martha. Him and Martha are like BFFs. For years, they've been BFFs. He's on her cooking show and stuff. So, and she's good. He's good for her because she used to take everything so seriously, and now she just goes with it, and it's so adorable. Have you guys seen them together? Maybe search YouTube. But search YouTube dressage Snoop Dogg. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Okay. All right, you guys. So I based this, I didn't copy it exactly, but I pretty much copied a lot of it. What do we think? He is adorable, right, Keisha? Oh my gosh, is he the oh, he's so funny. And they had Cookie Monster come and give her cookies for her birthday, and oh my gosh, he's just so adorable. Anyway, what do you think? I think that's good. I don't think it's too much. Now, I might be hard to mail. I did add this. They didn't have this ribbon on the original, and I guess I could have left it off, but I kind of like that ribbon on it. What do you guys think? It is pretty, isn't it? Sort of it could have turned into a dog's breakfast, but it's actually pretty good. And look at this. You know, I used the white glue accidentally, but I love it. You know, things happen and you think, gosh, I like that, how that turned out. By putting a little bit of glue on it, it actually curled the vellum. And so it's got like it's curled. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just laying flat. It's really cool. By accident. You saw Martha and Snoop in Paris. Yeah, that's where they are. Yeah, that's where we met, Mo. Sorry. They're doing the, he invited her because he got invited by NBC to do the Olympics. And then he's afraid of horses. He loves the horses, but he's afraid of them. So he invited her to come just to do that with, so they were at Versailles. Yeah, that's right. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Hi, Marilyn. Yes, watch the replay. Yeah, it's a pretty card. I cased it from online. Can you guys see? Is that pretty, that pretty vellum? I love it. And of course, this is all the vellum from that pack. So make sure you sign up for my class because you're going to get all these products. You're going to get the DSP and the vellum, and you're going to get ribbon, and you're going to get the little berries. Okay, we're going to make 6 cards. So it's a great way to start your Christmas cards. Okay, so that was today's. This is one, not from Sunday, but maybe the Wednesday before. Remember we made this one? Isn't that pretty? So it's the stand-up one that my friend taught us. Ooh, taught our team how to make, my friend Leanne. Okay, so that was that one. And then I made this one. This is pretty. A similar idea, right? We've got I've stamped some images, and this is the vellum. So it's kind of similar. A little bit easier, a little bit less busy. Our first project that we made together was a couple weeks ago, and it was these little note cards. This is the ones that Sarah and Shelly showed us in Mexico when we were on the incentive trip. And then I went and also added some DSP to the note card envelopes. And then Shelly showed us a box, but it was for labels, and it was too small for the note cards. So I just rejigged the box and made it so that it would fit the note cards. But there's all those little labels. Look at them all of them just layered on top of each other. Aren't that pretty? Aren't they pretty? Okay, so those are the projects we've made so far. And there's today's. Okay, I think I'm going to do, let's lower that. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Oh, dear. Okay, that's a bit bright. I'm wondering if I turn off the light. The colors aren't really showing the right colors. They're kind of weird. Oh, I forgot. My sister Ellie's on this call. She would not like this. No. She'd say, ugh, how are you going to write on there? So should we stamp something on here? Let's grab some of the stamps. We've got soft sea foam. So I'm just going to stamp it in the corner here. And then I'm going to grab, it's a 2-step. So you're going to do the first image is going to be lighter, and then you're going to go in with the dark. But I think that my Old Olive is really dark. Oh, yeah. Wow. So I'm going to stamp off once and then stamp. I think I can do, I hope it's not too light. We'll see. No, that looks, yeah, I'm not sure I like that. But it's okay. We're going to just go with it. Okay, and then we're going to glue that on the inside. And my sister is absolutely right. When you have a dark color card base. Ellie always adds something and she always stamps. And she stamps her envelopes too, I think. So just more personal, yeah. Personal, I guess, not personable. There we go. You could stamp another image there if you wanted. Okay, so there's our card. There we go. That's better. Right, Ellie? That's better. Okay. Aw, thanks, Modi. Thanks, Mo. Yeah, I've been having fun with this. This is a fabulous suite, you guys. So the new mini catalog. If you're not a demonstrator, you're a customer, like Diane, you're on the call, right? I'm going to be mailing you this. It's going to be coming to you in the mail. So I can't show you anything but the cover. So there's the cover of our holiday catalog. Sales start on September the 4th. So if you're thinking, oh, there's no that I'll wait for them to get Christmas. Absolutely, if you want. But if you don't want to wait, go to online exclusives. So shopcrazywithalison.com and you can pick up this fabulous suite of products. And it's got everything. It's got everything you need. Okay. So yeah, Mo and Keisha and I are into Snoop Dogg. It's so funny. Sorry, he just brings. I like when you can laugh because right, like the world sometimes is so. I don't know. We can get so down on everything, and just the joy of Snoop Dogg with the horses is hilarious. Anyway, okay. Anything else? I don't think so. Any other questions or anything, you guys? Okay. So time is marching on. I guess I'll see you guys on Sunday. So 10 a.m. on Sunday. Unless you're coming to my class on Saturday, which is the sophisticated sled class. I think Jacqueline's on the call. She's definitely coming. I don't know if anybody else is. Can't remember my list, but I'll see you Saturday if that's the case. All right. Thanks, you guys. No more questions? Okay. Well, we will see you on Sunday at 10 a.m. Thanks so much, you guys. Happy stamping.